Where is the line between dreaming and feeling blue? It's 4 o'clock in the evening. I haven't.
Get ready for an extreme, satisfying deep cleaning motivation. Today's video, we are going to be continuing part 3 of my spring deep cleaning. While we missed out on part 2 because of technical issues, which I'll explain a little bit later on in this video in case you missed out on my community post that explained why there was no part 2 of my spring deep cleaning. But either way, I am happy to share here all sorts of deep cleaning motivation. Especially, I am going to be resetting my kitchen, which was in extreme need of help after being sick for over a week. The entire family was down and it's finally time to catch up. I hope you are ready. Grab your to-do list, and I thank you in advance for joining me, and let's jump in.
At all. I'm ruminating on a blank wall, but I feel stuck here in the middle. Am I one of those crazy people? Should I stay here or should I?
Let me quickly give you the current situation. Yes, this is like extreme disaster, but you know what? It's life. I also went grocery shopping. To be honest, I was not planning on filming because I wasn't sure if I was feeling too well. This was my second day of just feeling okay, and I wanted to tackle the kitchen. The backyard was nice and clean, no snow. We actually have snow right now. We actually have snow and it's April the 10th. But let me show you the kitchen. My sink, it was disaster. Look at everything here. While I was in the middle of trying to start to deep clean the fridge, I realized, you know what? Why not I just share this with you since I'm going to be deep cleaning the kitchen. I picked up the camera. I'm going to quickly show you what everything looks like. Now, this drawer here had some vegetables that just needs to come out. I wasn't planning on taking everything out. The plan was after Ramadan to deep clean my kitchen, but then we all got sick and nobody came around to it, and we just kind of did the simple maintaining cleaning. And so on this day, this was Sunday, I wanted to do a complete Sunday reset. Sean and I went grocery shopping, and when we came back, I got everyone assigned to do something. Everyone was tackling everywhere else in the home. Sean was cleaning and making our bed, cleaning and deep cleaning actually, and dusting our bedroom and our bathroom, and also doing laundry. So I took over the kitchen and the living room, and then my older son took over the basement. And so we're just doing it all because it was the first day that we just started to feel better. And we wanted to do a complete reset here. So this fridge was in need of deep cleaning. While I was deep cleaning, I took a quick mini break because I realized I need to also deep clean our oven. So I quickly stepped away from the fridge, and I'm going to go ahead and spray the oven with this Easy Off cleaner. This Easy Off is for grilling actually, the grilling for like outdoor grilling. I've never tried it in an oven, and I did not have any other cleaning product like any other Easy Off. And honestly, when my oven has bad stains like this, the only thing that really works to bring it back to life is Easy Off. So I thought I would give it a shot using this. It did a good job, but it did not do a great job. So I would definitely not recommend it for an oven. Maybe it is actually intended for the grilling and it's only for grilling. I don't know. But I took some hot water here. In between this two glass here, like you could see things just kind of fall in, and it's almost like two walls that are stuck together. So like, I don't know how to break this part, the clear part out, or how to remove it, and I don't want to break it. So I boiled some hot water in the kettle, and I just kind of poured a little bit. But at the same time, because the fridge is cold, I don't want anything to crack or break. So I was just doing in a very slow motion, hoping that the hot water will break down all that food that's stuck in there. As you can see, it's dripping here, and I just had those two microfiber cloths here. I mean, I'm just gonna clean the drawer at the bottom. It didn't work as good as I would like it, but it did the job. It wasn't as bad by the time I was done with it. I don't know how to remove it. If you all know how to do it, definitely let me know. But I'm going to be deep cleaning the fridge and then reorganizing it and then moving over to the kitchen. Oh my God, there was so much to do. When I started doing this, I was so overwhelmed at how much they needed to be done and how many things that was on my list. And I thought, oh my goodness, the beginning is always the part that just hurts the most and you can't find the motivation. But I feel like once you get in, you get the rhythm, you're like unstoppable, at least for me. Once I got in the rhythm, I just did a good reset. And I really hope that you get motivated in today's video, but I promise you, you'll be able to tackle something along through your to-do list once you're done watching this. And I appreciate you joining in today's video.
Where is the line between dreaming and feeling blue?
I used to use fridge liners like a couple years ago and I didn't find them helpful, honestly. So for a while I was just using either paper towel. I tried even aluminum foil. I did not like it as scratches. Like organizer ones like these ones, I usually just put like a paper towel. But on this day, I thought, why not give it a shot drying a parchment paper? And honestly, I love it. I feel like it even keeps the vegetables and all the fruits fresh, having that paper, because it's like a very crunchy paper. It almost reminds me of like when you buy vegetables or fruits, sometimes they come in those crunchy paper wrappers. So I feel like, I don't know, give it a shot. I'll let you know how that works out for me, this parchment paper liner that I'm using. You know what, you just gotta improvise. Whatever works for you works for you. This works right now. I love it so far. My drawer here is so nice and clean and I love it, and I feel like it's actually keeping things way fresher. I don't know, maybe it's just psychological thing in my head. So what I was also doing is that I was cleaning per section at a time because it would be too overwhelming to take everything out. And I already cleaned the top part and organized it and stocked, so I'll show you the overview in just a moment. Once I'm done here, we are going to move over to the stove and the kitchen area. I mean, we are in the kitchen area, but you know what I mean, the sink area. But first, I'm gonna go ahead and put all this meat away. Behind camera, actually, Sean vacuumed the freezer. So this chicken that I'm putting on the side were chicken that I was marinating for the week. And I don't know if I actually filmed, probably not. Because I believe once I was done cleaning, I actually put them in the fridge because I was tired. And then I marinated later on at night and put them in the fridge for the week. And we just take out a Ziploc, nice and marinated and all cut up into small cubes as well. And so now I also took out this two little organizer here on the door. I cleaned them. I noticed that both of them actually cracked, and one of them actually, this one here, has a big crack. I don't even know you can buy them individually, but hopefully it's gonna last another couple of years for me. I noticed the ketchup and lemon juice also was done, so I went to our stock pantry and just took out the extras and filled the fridge. Now I'm gonna add a couple of things here, and I was also kind of zhuzhing, not organizing, just zhuzhing things around, and I'm gonna add the rest of the groceries that I bought, and then we're gonna get into cleaning. And how is your spring coming along? Let me know. Leave me a comment down below. What are you guys up to? It's actually April the 10th here, Thursday, and this video is gonna go up tomorrow for you. And believe it or not, you guys, it's so cold here and we're expecting like a wintry weather this evening. Ooh, look at the fridge looking nice and clean, restocked. The night before, I also took out all the stuff that expired or anything that went bad, which it wasn't a lot, but it's nice to have the fridge back to life again. This was literally our first restock and deep clean after Ramadan, because right after Ramadan, we all were hit, and yeah. And usually my boys unload the dishes, but because I was filming, I went ahead and loaded. Believe it or not, we filled it twice. That's just how much stuff was happening here. But we're gonna get it all under control. And by the time I'm done with this kitchen, look at this disaster here. Just so much stuff happening. it will be so beautiful and nice and clean. But going back to our spring story, you guys, around this time, I'm always prepping for my garden. I start doing my seeding. I just start doing all kinds of things to prep the garden. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm so far behind. I'm set back by many things. Just, yes, I've just been set back by a lot of unexpected things just keep happening in my life. And so, alhamdulillah, I'm grateful to that also, that I have not started anything. But also, as I do this voiceover, it's April the 10th today, like I said. It is snowing in the back, like there's snow in the backyard. Our heat is bumping, y'all. It is so cold. It's winter. There's wintry, like ugly weather, wind advisory happening this evening. We're also having snow tomorrow, Friday, by the time you watch this. So, like, how am I supposed to have any motivation to even think about a backyard or garden when all I look at is white and like just snow and snow? It gets annoying sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm human. I understand I shouldn't complain, but you know, humans, if it's hot, we complain. If it's cold, we complain, because nothing ever makes us feel happy. We're always on to the next. That's just how we feel. We're always on to the next. So that being said, I haven't started anything about gardening. I think when I start seeing a little bit of like double digits of weather and we come out of this minus crop, and I no longer see any more of minus weather, then I'm going to start prepping and thinking about the garden. But as long as I'm seeing the weather showing, oh, it's gonna be even -2, I don't care. I'm not even thinking about gardening, and I'm going to continue hibernating and just enjoy being under the blanket. Like, I don't know what else to do. It's so frustrating sometimes. I'm just like, I feel like I've been in this winter since October. Like, it's just been cold. And imagine being in the house month after month after month. Like, I need to come out of the house. I just need to have my backyard. Although I am not ready for those crazy things, those little creatures that come out during the summer and during the heat, and you know, bugs. Because I am not an outdoor girl. As much as I enjoy garden, and sometimes I'll tell Sean, you know what I want? I don't even want a big home. I just want somewhere that has a little bit of big space in the backyard that I can do my gardening. I can have my chicken coop, maybe a couple of goats, you know, maybe a horse. I don't know. Nah, I'm not a horse girl, I'll be honest. A goat, yes, some chicken, like a little ducks. Oh, that would be so nice. And then he looks at me and he says, who are you lying to? Who's gonna do that for you? Farm even brings more bugs and just more things that would basically, it's my worst nightmare. Yep, we all have phobia, and I don't know what it is. My phobia, honestly, is just anything that just flies. I don't like mosquitoes. Bees scare me. Spiders just freak me out. And I never used to have issues with snake, and now just the look on snake just creeps me out. But then again, I think I would choose snow over Florida weather. I am sorry to all my Florida people that are watching. I am not offending y'all, but I do not want to see no lizard just out of nowhere, or a crocodile just crossing the street, like, you know, doing the runway modeling. No. Or like a wild boar just taking off on me. Oh my God, just the thought of it. No. So for now, I'm gonna hibernate and enjoy the snow. So I also wanted to quickly clean this drawer here. This is our utensil. Since our kitchen was done back in December, I really did not come around to wiping. And of course, you know, over time, dust gets in, dirt gets in. I definitely need to come around to like decluttering and reorganizing and deep cleaning inside the cabinets again, because I did notice some areas have dust. But then again, I also kind of, every couple of days, whenever I'm cleaning an area, or you know, I'm putting something back into a drawer, if I notice something, I'm the type of person who will quickly take everything out from that drawer, give it a quick wipe, and then put everything back, and then that's it. It just takes me a couple of minutes and that drawer is done, rather than building it up to the next drawer and the next drawer, and then before you know it, you have the whole kitchen waiting for you. I like to kind of eliminate most of my work slowly, and I feel like as you get older, you start to kind of have a little bit better idea of what works for you, but also what works for your body. Because girl, I ain't getting younger anymore.
Where is the light? haven't left my room, but the truth is, if I'm honest, I feel stuck here in the middle. Am I one of those crazy people? Should I stay here or should I let go? Pull the sheets over my head, hoping change is gonna find me. You don't have to remind me I'm doing nothing at all. I'm ruminating on a blank wall, but I feel stuck here in the middle. Am I one of those crazy people? Should I stay here or should I let go?
These here were fresh flowers. I'm gonna show you. I'm removing some of the Eid stuff here that Sean bought for me for Eid, and he actually arranged them into two different vases also. They're so pretty, and I love that every time I have a certain decor theme color that is happening in the living room or in the home, he always gets something that kind of goes really nice with it too and blends. So I'm placing one on the coffee table, and I put one on our shelving, the blanket ladder. They were so nice the first week, which was also on the part 2 of my spring deep cleaning video. You guys, March 29th, Saturday, I had spent all day long deep cleaning the living room, this shelf here. I even rearranged some of things, and of course, I'm rearranging it again. That's what I like to do sometimes. I just rearrange the decors because sometimes I figured, some things look better in different areas, or just sometimes switching things around also gives you a fresh new look, right? So on that day, March 29, I had deep cleaned the whole house, prepping for Eid because Eid was on the Sunday, which we find out the last minute. And so I didn't have nothing to do Sunday. Anwar was really, really sick. He did not end up going to the mosque with the family. So Sean and I had to stay home with him. And then by Tuesday, Ayub and I ended up getting really sick, and that hit us hard. So we were out all week until that brings us to this Sunday. But what happened is that video that I had filmed that Saturday was supposed to go up on the 4th. I believe April 4th was on, 3rd or 4th, whatever the Thursday the date was. But they're so pretty, and these flowers, oh my goodness. I love how my living room currently looks. It's so refreshing. I love all the little hints of small color pops, but there's also a bit of neutral. I keep my furniture neutral now, and then this way I can literally shower the whole house with colors. Back to the kitchen, because the kitchen was still complete disaster. So I'm gonna strain things up, and then I'm gonna get into cleaning all these dishes. There were so many dishes to be hand cleaned, and then you'll see Sean helping me dry them and put them away, because at this point a teamwork was needed. There was way too much to be done. Going back to my spring part 2 deep cleaning, basically I couldn't have that video up, but by Thursday I started to edit it, and I didn't finish it because I ended up getting even more sick. And then Friday was the worst day for me. By Saturday, I was feeling the greatest. So I ended up editing it and thinking I'm not going to make it for Sunday. So my intention was to make it for the Monday. Well, what happened is that I spent all Sunday editing this video. And once I was done, I was ready to do the voiceover, and I noticed that I was missing some footages, and I could not, for the love of God, get them back. I even downloaded an app to recover them back, but somehow I couldn't get them back. So I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna work with what I got. So I had to kind of redo them, my voiceover and everything based on the clips that I have. And so as I did, and I also explained in that video how I lost some footages because I was explaining how I was jumping from one area to another area. But long story short, I finally finished that video, and when it was coming to exporting onto YouTube that Monday morning, while it was exporting, I had accidentally deleted from my folder. Oh my God. And then suddenly I got a notification YouTube saying it that your exporting transformation has stopped due to missing footages. And I was like, what are you talking about? So I go back and I'm trying to find my whole upload and I could not find it. Oh my God, you guys. To be honest with you, I don't like April so far. Although my middle son turned 18. Wish him happy birthday, y'all. He just turned 18. But I had to accept that, you know what, it was all meant to be. It is what it is. At the end of the day, my home got a good cleaning out of it. In that video, what I included was pulling the stove out and cleaning behind the stove. I cleaned all the cabinets, the flooring. I deep cleaned the dining room, the walls in the dining. I also deep cleaned the entryway. And I also deep cleaned in that video behind all the furniture in the living room. I pulled all the furniture out of the way, and I even took out everything under the inside the cabinet underneath the TV. So by the time I was done, everything was nicely reset, but too bad you guys missed it out. But hopefully you get to enjoy part 3.
As a young girl, the fields were mine. We played hide and seek for hours, raised our shadows among the pines. So offshore, playful and free, without a care in the world. I was one rich little girl, daydreamer, kidnap me, take me back, all the way back to them days, running around in a gown and a crown, barefoot. No mistake ever kept me late. We spent summers catching fireflies and winters on our skates. One big smile across my face. We used to dance our way to church on Sundays. Mama set the pace. Daydreamer, kidnap me, take me back, all the way back to them days, running around in a gown and a crown, barefoot.
So I'm using a Dawn dish soap here and hot water along with this sponge here. This is a double-sided sponge. One side is like a microfiber and the other side is like a steel wire, which is great for scrubbing without also having to scratch. So it's great for like your stove top, like the glass stove top. It doesn't scratch it, but it also gives it a good scrub. I got a couple of them in a package from HomeSense a while back and I love using them. Because the Easy Up I was using was for the grilling, it didn't do as good job. Otherwise, if it was the regular Easy Off, I wouldn't have to be scrubbing in. That's why I love Easy Off. It's literally just wipe it off. It's so easy. Unfortunately, I didn't have any. And the one that I usually buy is the blue one, which is the no fume. Or I would get the no fume, no name brand from Loblaws, which is like half the price and just as good as the actual Easy Off brand. But I also tried the Great Life. Is that what it is? The Walmart brand. I did not like it. It did not do a good job, and the smell is too much to inhale it. But I will recommend the no name brand of the Loblaws for the Easy Off. Now I'm just gonna quickly clean all this area. I used a good amount of soap. I give it a good scrub. Mainly for me was to get rid of all the grease. That was the most important thing because the oven was so greasy. I did not like the smell when you turn it on. So I mean, I can always come back once I buy my Easy Off, come back and give it a good spray again and just wipe it off. But for now, this will do it. What I also did is that I went ahead and just quickly vacuumed around here. Like I said, I did pull the oven out on my last supposed to be video. So for me, it would have been the week before. I deep cleaned all behind the oven and everything. So I didn't need to do that. The only thing that was left for me on this day was inside the oven and the fridge, which I'm so glad because at this point my kitchen is officially spring and summer ready. I'm gonna add this oven liner. It does come in a set of 2 from Amazon, and I always like to turn on my oven too once I deep clean it. I will put it on and leave the door open. This way all the toxic fume and all the cleaning agent fume will all come out, so it's ready to be used for your next use. I also took the railings here, this racks, and I left them outside. Yo, did you see me? Actually, no. I will show you in a bit because I'm going to be washing our food, what are they called? Food disposable. It's a little mini container, like a little mini trash can. I washed it and I took it outside to dry. There was no snow in my backyard. It almost looked like spring was here. And then at the end of the video, you will see a snow. Man, I hope to God that, you know, by the end of this weekend, I'm hoping next week we are officially, technically we are officially in spring, but we're not officially in spring here in Canada. So inshallah khair, may we have a good spring next week. But one thing I can say here in Canada is that when we do transition from winter to spring, summer, a lot of times we don't really transition to spring. It's more like straight from winter to straight summer because the temperature goes from cold to hot and extreme hot so fast that you don't get any break in between. So I'm okay with that because I know once this cold is out, it's gonna go straight into hot weather. Now that the kitchen was almost clean, I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my diffuser. I was adding a little bit of lemongrass and a little bit of lavender. This lavender little bottle I just used, I didn't like the smell of it. It smelled very weird. I think it was one of the ones I got from Temu. It just has a very funky smell. But anywho, I cleaned all the surface. Every weekend, I do like to clean all of my things on top of the counter, all the essentials that I use, because as you use throughout the week, the salt, pepper shaker, you know, it just goes all over the tray. And I like the tray because it contains everything rather than having all the dirt everywhere. So nice and clean. Even my butter dish was clean with fresh butter. And here is the oven.
You look at me like I'm crazy when I shut my feelings out. You look at me like I'm different, still you stay cause you feel something real. Get so lost in my moments, doesn't mean I don't need you. I fell in love with your colors, they kinda tell me what I'm thinking. I fell in love with the way we are and the way we lose it. There's something different about us, and the reason why we stay. We fly around like paper planes, they never know where we will fall. Nobody can see us, still they wanna tear us apart. There's something different about the way we are. There's something different about us. There's something different about us. cup after cup. Yeah, it's just the way we do it. Anything just to block out the real life, real life. Yeah, we're loving the way they think we're so messed up, Even if what we're doing is bad, there's so many emotions. Sharing stories that we never had, yeah, none is real. I think we're searching for reasons not to be like them. We fly around like paper planes, they never know where we will fall. Nobody can see us, still they wanna tear us apart. There's something different about the way we are. There's something different about us.
On the next video, I am going to be sharing a couple of different styles of my entryway as I bring you along for some spring and summer styling ideas. So I hope that you make sure that you have your notification bell on. This way you don't miss out as well.
Where is the line between dreaming and feeling blue? It's 4 o'clock in the evening. I haven't left my room, but the truth is, if I'm honest, I feel stuck here in the middle. Am I one of those crazy people? Should I stay here or should I let go? Pull the sheets over my head, hoping change is gonna find me. You don't have to remind me. I'm doing nothing at all. I'm ruminating on a blank wall, but I feel stuck here in the middle. Am I one of those crazy people? Should I stay here or should I let go?
Before we wrap up, I just wanted to say thank you so much for coming along and hanging around with me. I hope you leave here fully motivated. Don't forget to subscribe and also come along and follow me on Instagram. Let's be friends there. I do post there daily. I actually made a mission to post there daily. I was never an Instagram girl, and I'm not sure if I ever will be, but I'm trying my best, and I have a new account. So come over there and we can hang out there. I share a whole lot more things than I share here, and in my Instagram I'm also up to date. But right now the home is nice and clean, and we're gonna wrap it up here, and I hope to see you all on my next one. Bye y'all.
As a young girl, it feels we're mine. We played hide and seek for hours, raised our shadows among the pines. So offshore, playful and free, without a care in the world. I was one rich little girl, daydreamer, kidnap me, take me back, all the way back to them days, running around in a gown and a crown, barefoot. We spent summers catching fireflies and winters on our skates. One big smile across my face. We used to dance our way to church on Sundays. Mama set the pace.